Daniel.
Okay, guys, my name is Daniel. Today our topic is beatboxing. Just want to ask you guys, some of you may know people who may have beatboxing as a hobby. And some of you may think of people that beatboxing and think, well, they're really passionate about beatboxing. But maybe a few of you would think beatboxing is a career. Beatboxing is actually people in the world today that are paid as entertainers to beatbox, as recording artists to beatbox. I hope that you would love to listen to this presentation about beatboxing to expand your knowledge of rhythm and expand your general knowledge of musicality, and also to just understand how beatboxing is changing the entertainment and is present in the media today. I've been beatboxing myself for over 3 years now. Started after I saw a guy on YouTube start beatboxing. I was just wowed, and I was like, wow, I'm totally going to learn how to do all of that. 3 things about beatboxing I want to talk to you today are the origins of beatboxing, where beatboxing has came today, and how to beatbox, just some basic techniques of beatboxing. So first, I just want to talk about the origins of beatboxing. Beatboxing is considered a form of vocal percussion, meaning that you use your voice to produce percussion, which is just drums or musical sound, in other words. The very first instance of vocal percussion used was in 198 BC, that they actually used it in China as a form of being able to hunt. It was called kuiji. I'm not sure how accurately I'm pronouncing that, but that was just the art of using your voice and making animal sounds to hunt, to lure in animals and etc. According to humanbeatbox.com, modern beatboxing was brought on by the machine called a beatbox. If you didn't know, a beatbox in the hip-hop era in the 80s is actually a machine that they would use to make beats. This is a picture of a beatbox right here. I think this is a little later than one in the 80s, but when people started beatboxing and they realized that people are making beats with their mouth, that's where the term beatboxing was coined. According to humanbeatbox.com, hip-hop is really the main genre that just propelled beatboxing into the world. A lot of hip-hop beats were very popular amongst beatboxers and still are today. Some famous pioneers of beatboxing would be Rahzel, he was known as the legend of beatboxing. Biz Markie, he did a lot of beatboxing himself. King Muhammad is the godfather of beatbox. And Dougie Fresh, all from, I think, the South Bronx. Most of them are from up north. And they're definitely present in the hip-hop era, and they made a lot of impacts on beatboxing today. Some other things about beatboxing, this leads me to my next point, is where beatboxing is today. Today, beatboxing is organized in over 60 different countries, according to Beatbox Battle TV. There are many different styles that are made of that, but out of all the tournaments, the most prestigious tournament of all would be the World Championships, where each country sends a representative to represent their country, and they battle it out. And the most recent one would be Darnie from Singapore. He won in 2013, and he's constantly beatboxing. He's in a lot of tournaments worldwide. Some other interesting facts about beatboxing is that, like I said earlier, it's a career. So Joel Turner is actually the first person to make a full album of beatboxing. His album actually grossed 1.3 million in Australia. He also had a beatboxing chart reach the #1 in Australia, and he is the only beatboxer to ever do that. And there's a lot of beatboxers still pursuing that, trying to make that today. Terry M is a Canadian, but he's Korean. That makes sense. So he's a native to Canada. He was on Canada's Got Talent, and he took 2nd place on Canada's Got Talent, first beatboxer to ever get anywhere in a show of that caliber. And also, he was endorsed by Microsoft. Maybe during the Super Bowl last year, you saw a commercial of a guy beatboxing, and he got paid for that. So, lastly, I just want to show you guys a little bit of basic techniques about beatboxing. According to Terry M, he's a very astounding beatboxer, accomplished himself. On a tutorial he made on YouTube, the 3 basic things you need would just be your mouth, obviously, a good sense of rhythm, and determination to be able to push through and make the sounds that you want to make. The 3 sounds would be similar to a drum kit. There's a bass, a snare, and a hi-hat. The bass sound can be made by the consonant B, but minus any vowel sound, so it'd just be like. And next, the snare sound can be produced by outward or inward flow of air with the letter K, like, or inward. And last would be the hi-hat, which is pronounced by the TS letters, and that can be produced just by tapping your tongue on the roof of your teeth, kind of like. You can just put them together and make a beatbox, kind of just. Something like that. And after a lot of practice, you start to beatbox like you can make other effects, you can make a lot of things. I'll see if I can make one. like that. So that's just kind of how beatboxing can develop from something simple to something really complex. But I hope I've demonstrated effective beatboxing to you guys and been able to show you guys where beatboxing has come in such a short time. And I hope that you can think beatboxing is something fun, something cool, because it's definitely on the rise today, and it's going to be all of you needed here in a few years. Thank you very much.